Welcome back to page 121. Today we're going to take a look at the Rogue from the Mongoose 2022 update. This is one I've been looking forward to. This is a career path that it's a pretty good one. I've run many Rogues over the years, most notably in Mega Traveler. But we're going to take a look at the Rogue out of the core rulebook, second edition for Mongoose. This is a good one. I like it. I'm excited about doing it. Also, just subscribers, thank you very much. Anybody else who hasn't subscribed, come on in. We talk about games here a lot. Also, take a look at the Patreon page. Anything you can do to help out there would be great. I have some rewards going now, and I'm going to come up with a tiered reward before much longer. So we'll take a look at that, once I finalize it. But back to the important stuff today from the 2022 core rulebook update from Mongoose, the Rogue. The Rogue. Let's take a look. This was a very popular career at my table, especially during Mega Traveler for whatever reason. I don't really know why, but I ran quite a few Rogues in Mega Traveler. It's a fun one, and if you're looking for basically somebody with no real moral entanglements, I guess this is a good one to play. So we're going to take a look here. The Rogue, criminal elements familiar with the rougher or more illegal methods of attaining goals. Your qualifiers are dex roll of 6 or greater. So pretty doable. And then, of course, -1 DM for each previous career. For your assignments, you get Thief. You steal from the rich and give to, well, yourself, actually. Enforcer. You're a Lakebreaker, Thug, or Assassin for a criminal group. And Pirate. You're a space-going Corsair. I think it's neat that in Traveler, you can start out just as a pirate. You don't have to make that something you end up doing. It is actually your career. That's kind of interesting. Pirates of Drinnex leap to mind. For your career progress, Thief, a survival of intelligence, 6 up. And your advancement is a dex, 6 up. Both very doable. Enforcer, endurance, 6 up, makes sense. Strength, 6 up for advancement. And for Pirate, dex, 6 up. And intelligence, 6 up for advancement. All very doable at 6s. Average throw on 2 die 6 is 7. So that's very doable set there. Mustering out benefits. I liked this. 1 and 2 are no cash. But then you go to lots of cash. 10,000, 50,000, 100,000. So it's rain or pouring. It's you get a little, or you get none, or you get a lot, which would fit with this career path. Your benefits: a ship share, a weapon, intelligence +1, 1 die ship shares, armor, dex +1, and then on a 7, 2 die ship shares. Considering each ship share is worth roughly 1 million credits off the purchase of a ship, you see the air quotes around purchase. This is kind of neat because you could end up owning a sizable chunk of a ship as one of the privateers you're on or something like that. So again, the pirate one seems to be the way to go with this. Okay, your starting service skills, because you start with your service skills at 0. You get deception, recon, athletics, gun combat, stealth, or streetwise. That's nice. That's a nice base set all at 0. Your personal development, you've got carouse, dex +1, endurance +1, gambler, melee, and gun combat. So also nice and solid. Advanced education, your minimum education for this is a 10. So you're going to have to really kind of stretch for this. But you can get electronics, navigation, medic, investigate, broker, or advocate. All just real solid skills across the board. This whole career path has nice solid skills. Coming down to, if you go for the Thief assignment, you get stealth, electronics, recon, streetwise, deception, or athletics. Enforcer, you get gun combat, makes sense. Melee, streetwise, persuade, athletics, and drive. And for pirate, you get pilot, astrogation, gunner, engineer, vac suit, and melee. Very much more a shipboard type career if you're going to actually be a pirate, which makes a ton of sense also. I think this is a very well-conceived career path. As a thief, you get no names for going up in rank, but at rank 1, you get stealth 1. Rank 3, you get Streetwise 1. And rank 5, you get Recon 1. Now we come over to what the Enforcer gets. This is your leg breaker. Again, no title. Rank 1, you get Persuade 1. Rank 3, you get Gun Combat or Melee 1. And rank 5, you get Streetwise 1. And then Pirate. They have names. Lackey, Henchman, Corporal, Sergeant, Lieutenant, Leader, or Captain. When you get to be Henchman, rank 1, Pilot 1 or Gunner 1. Rank 3, Sergeant, Gun Combat, or Melee 1. And Leader, Leadership 1. So very solid and still a lot of choices even as you're going up into your career path. I was surprised not that I didn't see Jack of all trades in any of these. But Jack of all trades is pretty powerful in Mongoose, so I kind of understand why it would be held back. So now we take a look at your mishap table. The roll of 1 on die 6, severely injured, same result as 2 on the injury table. And alternatively roll twice and take the lower result. 2, you are arrested. You must take a prisoner career in your next turn. This is the only career path that I would insist that if a player chose to play it and they rolled that and they ended up as prisoner, that they had to take prisoner. Otherwise, I would let prisoner pretty much be an optional thing. I would do some other penalty because some players just don't want to play a character who's been incarcerated for whatever reason. I think there's great role playing there. I've really rethought my position on that, but that's as it is. A 3, betrayed by a friend. One of your contacts or allies betrays you, ending your career. That contact or ally becomes a rival or enemy. If you have no contacts or allies, then you are betrayed by someone you never saw coming and still gain a rival or enemy. In addition, roll 2 dice. If you roll 2, you must take the prisoner career in your next turn. Another time I would make them take the career path. 4, a job goes wrong, forcing you to flee off-planet. Gain 1 of Deception, Pilot, Small Craft or Spacecraft, Athletics, Dexterity, or Gunner. 5, a police detective or rival criminal forces you to flee and vows to hunt you down. Gain an enemy. And then 6, injured, roll on the injury table. Now we're going to take a look at the events for this career path. 2, disaster, roll on the mishap table, but you're not ejected from the career. So you wouldn't have to go to prison if you rolled on something on the mishap table that made you go to prison. 3, you are arrested and charged. You can choose to defend yourself or hire a lawyer. If you defend yourself, roll Advocate 8 up. If you succeed, the charges are dropped. If you fail, gain an enemy and take the prisoner career in your next turn. If you hired a lawyer, gain the lawyer as a contact and lose a benefit roll. That's to pay for the lawyer. I thought this is a very well done event. I like that. Event on a 4 on 2 dice 6. You are involved in the planning of an impressive heist. Gain Electronics 1 or Mechanic 1. That one made me think of the Frogger episode of Seinfeld where George is going to purchase the Frogger machine so his high score stays intact, but he has to move it off the premises. So he hires a crew like in a heist film to make this happen. 5 on 2 dice 6. One of your crimes pays off. Gain die modifier +2 on any one benefit roll and gain your victim as an enemy. 6. You have the opportunity to backstab a fellow rogue for personal gain. If you do so, gain die modifier +4 to your next advancement roll. If you refuse, gain them as an ally. 7. Life event. Roll on the life events table on page 46. That's your most common roll, by the way. And 8. You spend months in the dangerous criminal underworld. Gain 1 of Streetwise 1, Stealth 1, Melee 1, or Gun Combat 1. 9. You become involved in a feud with a rival gang organization. Roll Stealth or Gun Combat of 8 up. If you fail, roll on the injury table. If you succeed, gain an extra benefit roll. I like that one a lot. A 10. You are involved in a gambling ring. Gain Gambler 1. You may wager any number of benefits rolls. Roll Gambler 8 up. If you fail, lose all the wagered benefit rolls. If you succeed, gain half as many benefit rolls as you wagered. I like this one a bunch too because this works really well with the class. So if I have 4 benefit rolls racked up and I roll this, I gain Gambler 1. And then I can decide if I want to risk up to all 4 of my benefits. So say I put all 4 benefits in. If I roll 8 or greater, but I have Gambler 1, so now it's only a 7. If I roll the 8 or greater number, then I gain half as many benefits as I wagered. In other words, I would gain 2 more benefits, so I'd go from 4 to 6. I like that one. That's nice flavor. 11. Crime Lord considers you as his protege. Either gain Tactics, Military 1, or Die Modifier +4 in your next advancement roll thanks to their aid. And 12, you commit a legendary crime, you are automatically promoted. When I was reading this, all I could think was Goodfellas in space or Casino. This is kind of the slightly more organized crime. Great career path. You have to have the right mindset to play it, and you also have to be willing to accept the penalties, such as becoming a prisoner for 4 years. These also wouldn't. Rogues make fantastic NPC encounters, especially an organized rogue group. Firefly has several of those. There's even some in Babylon 5. DS9 even has one or two. Rogue is a really good career path for players or non-players. When I was running Mega Traveler, this would have been in the 80s to early 90s, for whatever reason, I had a number of people choose Rogue. I think they were thinking Han Solo type. And it works beautifully for a Han Solo type if you want. Arguably, Han Solo could fit under the thief or pirate career. I would say more pirate than thief. But he doesn't have to be that. I would not make Han Solo necessarily a rogue as such. But it would definitely fit. And in the late 80s, early 90s under Mega Traveler, I just had a bunch of these guys wandering around. I never really did know why. But they made for some memorable encounters, because even if they didn't have a lot of skills that were on point, they're still a very rounded character career. So using this career, you get a nice rounded character. The only thing I remain surprised is that Jack of all trades doesn't show up here. But Jack of all trades in Mongoose 2nd is really powerful, so I understand why they were pretty spare with it. So no real complaint, just an observation. So that's all I've got to say today on page 121. I want to thank you for your time. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, please like and subscribe. And that's it. I'll be seeing you next time when we will be discussing The Scholar.